I am not a person who normally writes about gender, but on Saturday someone asked me a question. One day I woke up to discover that I didn't have a name. Or rather, it didn't happen at all like that, because these things happen gradually, but all at once, but in stages, but in words, but in not words, but in confused, half-articulated questions, half in pink and half in blue, but in mirrors, punctuated equilibrium. But for the sake of a half-pretty opening line to a poem, you lie about these things, and say you wake up one day to find them there. Or rather, gone, or rather blank, a neutral word, because gone means was, and was, maybe was, never was. This is how these things work. The world imagines a whole where instead there should be space, no wound, no gone, no was, no checkboxes, no demands, no nipping at the heels, breathing down your neck, hounds baying in the dead of night, and you're running, shoes ripping the dirt, stumbling desperately in the dark from a monster who has no name because it is every name you have ever bumped into on the street, has no name but demands that you do, and you burn from adrenaline and the lightning that shoots up the back of your neck every time its garbage compactor jaws thunder shut around the outline of who you were, who you used to be, every time you are at a coffee shop and the barista asks for your name, and you are running blind in the dark on the whisper of a specter of a path, and you do not know where this path goes, but there is no other choice because behind you is crushing metal and smiling, well-intentioned people, snapping, snarling, relentless. They will not stop. They demand an answer. They will have an answer. They will not stop unless you tell me who you are. And if you can't, then you're nothing. One day, I will wake up, and I will stop running, and I will turn and let the dogs fall upon me and rend me into flowers and say in a small and final voice, I want to be nothing. And suddenly, the hounds, in the midst of tearing me into rose petals, red roses, will find their jaws close on nothing but air. Just space. There is room for spaces in the world. There are doorways. There are milky, dream-white journal pages. There are little strokes of wet black soil in a peaceful garden with no demand to be filled. No demands, just a soft cotton reassurance and a warm cup of tea. I will be there if you want me. I will be there if you need me. I will be there if you find me. I will be there when you wake up.